seaside in New Orleans. I hear there's work for a man like me. They say good men must intervene. I have to wonder, is this a nightmare or is it a dream? Oh, my dream. For a man like me, there ain't no other than New Orleans. 3 days counting, expect to shine. There's gonna be trouble, just my kind. I'll take this gun to New Orleans. They say there's work for a man like me. 3 days counting, 2 hands more. Hands will be steady. One's first was upon the floor. 2 above, 3 below. I'm counting graves that I will fill. 2 above, 3 below. We're counting graves that we have filled. We're counting graves that we will fill, that we will fill with men like you, with men
Sitting in the darkness, it's fear that drives your mind. You've been down there too long, rabbit in the mine. They'll take me to the gallows, all my years for what I done. I've been down here too long, rabbits, time is up. And I called on the devil, and I called on the divine. I'm gonna bring my sins to Jesus. Tell me, was a rabbit in the mine? When they walk you to the gallows, you gotta hold your head up high. The web is made to trap you like a rabbit in the mud. Oh, say it with me now. Called on the devil, and I called on the divine. I'm gonna bring my sins to Jesus. Tell me, was a rabbit in the mine? He says he found the answer way down in King Snake Mine. You stay down there too long, you'll be the rabbit in the mine. And I called on the devil, and I called on the divine. I'm gonna bring my sins to Jesus. Tell me, was a rabbit in the mine? Was a rabbit in the mine? Was a rabbit in the mine?
Hello everyone. Happy Friday. I Believe it or not, almost like this is a running theme whenever I do early morning streams. I am tired. I did not sleep well last night because kitty cats did not want me to sleep well last night. um, Pop Tart it was actually Pop Tart this time. Usually it's Pop Tart who does the wakey uppy stuff. This time it was Maiden. Maiden was just like glued to me last night. I don't know what the deal was, but like it was either like making biscuits on my like legs, which is fine. It's just not when I'm trying to sleep. Or she would just like come sit right next to me and like try and sit on my chest and like purr and like bunt against me. She just wouldn't leave me alone. I don't know what the deal was. Anyways, I'm a little bit tired right now. So if I am not talking a ton, if I am not doing very well today, well, we know why. But we're just going to stick with this loadout that I was running last stream. A bomb lance with harpoons, because we got the new bolt thrower trait that works with that. Also have a upper cute, a Pax with MJ. I guess this hunter does have a lot of trait points too, so let's go ahead and spend those. Oh boy. I am not a morning person, but I work later today, so I kind of have to be a morning person right now. That's fine though. This might be a short stream. We'll see how it goes. I might need a nap before work. Maybe get like some more tea. I haven't had like a source of caffeine that doesn't like make my stomach hurt and make my head hurt and make me feel anxious for quite a while, because like I can sip energy drinks, but I don't like doing that because if I go even just a little bit too much, I have just a little bit too much, then again it ruins my whole fucking day. I just feel like anxious and sick for no reason. Tea is usually pretty good. I haven't actually bought any, but I probably should to help with these early morning streams. Anyways, I am not a morning person. Drink alcohol to balance it out. You're not gonna believe this. My body also doesn't like alcohol very much either. My body is just like incredibly sensitive to like any substances. Um, it was back like during the pandemic. I got this illness. I don't know what it. No one ever told me exactly what it was because no one could figure out what it was. But for a good like 8 or so months, um, I was just like bedridden. I could like barely eat. I was like throwing up constantly. Shit sucked. Um, and I feel like the medicine that they put me on, like, it must have like altered something in like my stomach's composition because like I never had these problems before. And I don't know, once I started feeling better, I tried like, smoking again. I tried drinking again. Nuh-uh. It was my body just does not like it. It's weird. They were antibiotics, I think. Or I don't know if they were antibiotics. It was like very hardcore like anti-nausea stuff. And then it was also some stuff that like reduced the amount of like stomach acid in my stomach. I think those were the two main ones. There was a couple of other ones. I don't think I was ever on antibiotics though, because it was never like an infection. It was strange. I hated that part of my life, believe it or not. And I am still suffering whatever the hell the consequences are of that. But yeah, I am just like very sensitive to substances. Like I can have a little bit here and there. I can have like a drink or two as long as it's not like hard liquor. And I can like smoke like a little bit of weed. That is legal here. Yeah, any more than just like a little bit, and I am like at the toilet needing to throw up, which sucks because I hate throwing up. I hate the feeling of throwing up. Blech. And unfortunately, like whenever it's like my body knows that I hate throwing up because whenever I get like anxious, whenever I feel like nervous at all, it always manifests in like a small amount of nausea. I hate it. Not fun. And antibiotics for almost a month, they fucked up my appetite. Yeah, that would do it. Appetite's also been ruined by my meds. I've eaten several days. Oh, jeez. Hope that gets better for you, medicine man. How ironic with your name that you're experiencing negative effects from medicine. Jesus, already? Okay. Medicine's no fun, being sick or having an illness or whatever it else might be that you need medicine. It's never fun. Well, even just remembering to like take my daily pills for like my HRT. HRT is even like curing anything, but still annoying to do. Like put them under my tongue and let them dissolve for a good like 10 to 20 minutes. And steroids as a kid for asthma. I only just realized that maybe explains why I was such a wild third grader. I mean, inhalers themselves are steroids. I had an inhaler when I was a kid. Thankfully, I outgrew my asthma, but some people aren't as lucky. Gabby has terrible asthma. Still, like my sister has terrible asthma. But inhalers just in themselves are steroids. I don't think it's the type of steroid though that'll make you like, you know, like a roid raid or anything. Where? There. Hey, Nitro, you fuck. Okay. Why are there so many more people running Nitros nowadays? Is it just people gun runnering Nitros? Where'd they go? No, it didn't get changed at all. Redeem the $600 via the email? Oh, true, maybe? Well, I really wish this armor was here, but... Trying to go for the headshot. He is probably still near. I can't hit anything. I just want to see, like, what is she running? That's not... Are there 2 people with nitros? What? Who did I kill? I thought I killed Luzmala. What is you? It is a regular nitro. Okay. Had a nitro in the tower the other day. Did not could spawn like that. Yep, it can. Nitros can rarely spawn in towers. Start a villain arc with the amount of nitros. I'll just get annoyed. I'll just go play something else, I'll be honest. It's so crazy when people advocate for, like, people being like, oh yeah, we should buff the nitro. Nitro's not very good in its current state, and it's like, that's a good thing. I don't know if you realize this, but a nitro that is strong is going to be the most annoying thing ever. The nitro's already one of the most annoying things ever. Like, did we really need a buff to the nitro? People saying, oh yeah, we should be able to flip the iron or flip the aperture sight down. No. You don't want to fight an iron sight nitro. Then that's going to be all you see from people who have the money to buy nitros consistently. Yeah, like the nitro, it is good that they gave it a bad sight. I understand the balancing philosophy of it, where, you know, it hits really, really, really fucking hard. But every other aspect of the gun is terrible. You know, terrible drop, terrible iron sights. It's expensive as hell. It has no ammo, hard to resupply. Like, it would suck. Right? It sucks in every other aspect. That being said, I still think that the nitro is really, really, really annoying. Like, I'm not opposed to Crytek balancing their weapons with extremes. Like, I think a good example of that is I like the 65 carbine, and I hope that they never give it high velocity, because I think that it is a very good weapon for the price point. It's just that it's so slow. The bullet velocity is so slow. And that's what makes it interesting, I think. That's what kind of sets it apart. It's $70, and it does more damage than a Martini Henry, and it has pretty decent fire rate and a kind of fast reload, ton of ammo. But again, super slow muzzle velocity, and I like that. And again, I really hope they never give it high velocity ammo, because if they do, then it just kind of defeats the purpose. Like, literally any other ammo type they can give it, aside from, like, obviously Spitzer, but nothing but long ammo gets Spitzer. Nothing that increases the muzzle velocity on it leads. The serpent let you claim the pledge mark bounty token from a distance? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Be fun if they gave it poison ammo. I could see poison ammo being an interesting pick for it. Especially considering it has a silent version now. I think if they were to give it any ammo type, I'd say probably poison would be my vote. Carbine rocks in those mid-range compound fights. Yeah, it's very much like a close-range weapon. That's when you're gonna feel the you're gonna feel the velocity a lot less. So fighting in compounds is good. Like, it does have the range and the drop to compete at slightly longer ranges. It's just you have to be able to lead quite a bit. It's not going to be a head clicker like the Centennial is. It really is just kind of like the polar opposite of the Centennial if you think about it. Vetterly now being like a nice middle ground. Centennial does low damage, but it has crazy velocity. You know, the Vetterly does more damage, but again, quite a bit slower velocity than the Centennial. And the base Centennial's a fucking screamer. Like, let's be real. 600 meters per second muzzle velocity base on the Centennial. That shit kind of nice. Kind of nice considering that, like, you know, some weapons, even with high velocity ammo, don't even break like 500. Some long ammo guns barely break 500, like the Sparks or the Mako. Need anything here? Why am I here? Obviously, you can put high velocity on it if you want, like, even more. What does it bump it up to? Probably around somewhere like 700-ish. I found someone at a Mosin over his mace with Spitzer loaded into it, and just why? I mean, some people like their Spitzer. Some people think, for some people, what is the velocity on the Obrez? Not the match. It's probably like somewhere in the low to mid 500s, I'm gonna guess. Chapel. Yeah, like that's a good velocity. I think it's just the same people who probably put Spitzer on, like, you know, their labels and their full-size Mosins, because they just want their weapons to be as close to hit scan as they can. $550 for an Obrez. Okay, that sounds about right. I have a feeling this is gonna suck if they're sitting in the basement. I do have the harpoons, but I don't trust myself with the harpoons. If they have a shotgun, I think I'm just gonna die. Where did I even get shot from? Actually, where did I just get shot from? I didn't see. Traps. Hello? That's cute. Wish I had a beetle or something. I guess I probably got shot from the church then. Cute concertina bow. Unfortunately, I have the anti-concertina bow right now. I'm gonna pick up. I might just see what they try and do. I can't imagine they're the most aggressive players in the world if they're playing like this, if they're setting up concertina, but let's see. Never try the Centennial Appointment. Feels like an underrated pick if you're not terrible with scopes. I have a little bit. I just kind of failed to find a loadout that I think it works well with. You kind of need something like you can't just run it with like a normal, like shorty, with like a shotgun or something, just by nature of being a marksman weapon. Because there's that weird awkward point, at least you were bringing like a buckshot shotgun, where that like probably 25 to 15 meter mark, where your shotgun's not going to do anything effective, and it's a little too disorienting to use the scope on it. So they just not moving? What's the deal here? They are not moving. Would you look at that? Who could have predicted this? Sitting down there. Well, I guess we play the waiting game then. Oh. Not? Try and rotate around the other side of the compound. I don't know. Tool deployable folding chair honestly might be kind of nice for right now. It's but no kill. Oh my god. That bounty? No, of course not. Why would it be? Couldn't see me here. It's not strafing in like any predictable way right now. As soon as I go to line up a shot, they just fucking... eh. Don't ask me that wasn't a headshot, but... That was, okay. Bounty pushed out? Of course not. Why would they? Really? I'm gonna guess based off of how they were playing that... Oh, they might be. I guess everyone's dead here. They out. I might just fuck off and go get the other token. Salute, okay. They're like on the edge, maybe, or they're down below. I think they're still down below. I'm gonna go grab the token and then see if they actually leave or not. I don't want to fucking push into that. Are you kidding me? My little upper cute. Get this token. Fuck you guys. Yeah. Is that them? Could be. I don't think it is. I mean, there? Where were you? Where is this person? Who is this person? Is this like the third from the bounty who doesn't have a token? Wherever they are gone. I do not see them. What's this? We get token. You want me, you can come and get me. Just rapscallion in the deep fryer. I would, I just don't know where they are, and I feel like I'm gonna do a stupid peek and get headshotted. Maybe this person will, I don't know, maybe this person will go ahead and like keep occupied for a little bit just by being there. Hard to say. Yeah, like there's a difference between sneaking and ratting. I would argue that what I was doing at the start, I thought that Lulu and that Scarecrow was sneaking. Because, you know, I was being sneaky until I pulled the trigger. And as soon as I pulled the trigger, I was peeking them, right? Oh, that's cute. And I won't look down. There's a trap in here? They put a bear trap in the thing. Who are you? Is this the guy with the Winnie again? Oh, I knew that one was there, but thankfully Magpie saved my ass. What's the fuck with the Winnie? That is them up there. Is that not? Was that a grunt? That had to have been a grunt, right? Yeah, that was a grunt. Like sitting over here. They are just running from me. Like, who are you? Fine, I'm leaving then. Fuck you. Has to be someone with like a Winnie Marksman or something. There's no way it isn't. Pick your poison. Want to fight concertina campers in a basement, or do you want to fight some long-range Winnie Marksman rat who doesn't do anything? Takes one shot and then disappears. Taking this token. Screw you guys. They're not following me. That must have been a grunt up in the window. Only saw one on scan. It's the poor grunt who decided to go take a look outside, catch the view. Maybe we should take a look. Has Bounty left yet? You're kidding, right? Jesus Christ. They're not leaving. They will never leave. They aren't even looting any of the bodies either, because there's no more orange glow. There's no burn marks on the map. Feel called out. I have games where I just farm dead AI, or farm AI and loot dead hunters after the guys who killed them all left. I mean, at least then you're not like leading people on thinking they're gonna get a fight though. Is that the issue I have here? This person just sort of existed and like didn't really do anything. Was just chilling. Whatever, go loot your bodies with Vulture. Have fun with that. If that's how you enjoy playing the game, sure. Personally, I don't see how that's fun. But again, if you're like leading me on thinking that I'm gonna get a fight, then just to run away. Like, he was playing his loadout correctly, assuming it was a sniper. I kind of wish I could have spectated and seen, but assuming it was like some sort of marksman or sniper rifle, then you know they are playing it correctly. They are backing up. They know that I'm gonna try and push them, but as for the people sitting in the basement who did not come out after they heard a bunch of people fighting, yeah, maybe less inclined to be lenient with you. Is it a solo? Oh my god, what the hell? Why is this lobby so low? I'm 5 stars. Huh? Like 3-star solos then? What is going on? It is crazy. I've noticed that like as soon as I'm out of 6 stars, the lobbies drop down in MMR quite a bit more. I don't know what the deal is with that, but what do I want? I should probably get Doctor. Get pack. Oh, sure. Use any of my consumables? Nope. like snipers because the kill is personal. At the same time, I feel way too aggressive, or I play way too aggressive to be good with snipers. Yeah, for that, I would say just pick the Maynard because you get the tight hip fire, like a Lamat carbine marksman, so you can swap it to, no, swap it to shotgun mode. Crazy thought, remove all big bars, or all big bars, remove one at the start, get 2 more trait points to use, start the match with a recovery shot so you can pay $140 -1 consumable for 2 trait points in each loadout. That's an idea. I like that idea, Super Bro. I don't know if it's one that I would ever actually take, but like... Because I guess with like Pack Mule, yeah, you could just go in, like find 1 toolbox and then you're good. Get some stuff back. I feel like the 6 stars only come out after 10 p.m. at least on East Coast. I don't know. I think it's just dropping down a little bit has put me in thing lobbies. I don't think they restore bars that don't exist. I feel like they should though. It's not like those bars don't exist. Fight anyone? No. I could give you a small bar. I'm not sure because I know if you have big bars, because I have definitely like I brought recovery shots with big bars. And that's it will restore whatever bar setup you have. Could try it. Next match, remind me, we'll just grab a free hunter and recovery shot and do that. An interesting experiment. Or with 1 big bar and you bring Necro, does it not just work? I mean, it would. You would just be down Necro. That's up to you if you want to play, or if you want to not have Necro for your run. Marcus will be burnt out on death, can't res a burnt hunter. Yeah, good point. So you probably have to do like, I don't know, your 50 bar and then like a 25 to get the most trait points out of that. Here. I think the bomb lance is better against the spider or the hammer. Pretty sure. The hammer does like over a quarter of her health in 2 swings, so. Spider. Bomb lance does pretty good damage too. She is weak to blunt damage. She's also weak to rending damage too, though. It's about the same, more or less. It's rad. dreams. Goodbye. The second I looked away, god damn it. And she was still on me? Damn. Well, that's a shame. I thought she would move away, but I guess she's still at the edge there. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, let's check here with a free hunter. Dynamite to a lance is a really good play, TBH. Thank you. I'm a little sad I didn't get the that person who ran around the corner, but okay, let's take a free hunter here. Let's remove the big bar. Oh, can you not? Okay, you can do that. You have 2 points here. Go ahead and grab a recovery shot, wherever that is. Bottom here, we can throw on the cool skin that I have for it too. And yeah, let's see if we... I mean, again... Yeah, play with this hunter, there we go. It does let you go in. It does just look like my big bar is, like, not missing, but it looks like how it would if it was burnt out. Could also sell the starting trait and get Necro. Bold of you to assume I'm going to be playing with this hunter. So I'm buying a free hunter, so I can just go ahead and see if this works and then immediately back out. Benedict Salway, I'm very sorry to say, but you are not. You are not long for this earth. You are a guinea pig. You are a little lab rat for us. I'm gonna be conducting unethical experiments on your ass. This is a method to start a free hunter with Necro. To be fair, like, how much are recovery shots? They're like over $100, right? If you are bringing a hunter, if you're at the point where you still need to buy free hunters because, like, for money reasons, you're probably better off just getting like an actual hunter and not a free hunter. Because again, like, it's just gonna be more expensive, more or less. Would it work in the shooting range? Maybe. I kind of want to see if it'll... Words. I want to see if it'll work in a match, though. It should probably work in the shooting range, but... Because yeah, if you just go ahead and buy a normal hunter instead of a free hunter and doing this weird gimmick here, Hunter just gives you 10 trait points off the rip. That's enough for Necro and then some. More than enough for Necro. Some people ignore me after I die when I have a free hunter regardless if I have Necro or not. Some people just don't expect free hunters to have Necro. I mean, I just kind of always assume people have Necro if I assume that they're solo. But I also recognize that sometimes with free hunters, like, they just won't stand back up because they don't have the ability to afford Necro. Yeah, recovery shots do cost more than legendary hunters. That's like, what, 100? Oh goodness, I do need a nap. 120, 140, somewhere around there. Am I actually missing health? Let me take damage from something here. Ace also, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes. Let's go take a peek at this emulator here. Get him to beat me up a little bit because I don't see my health bar right now. It usually only happens if your health bar is full, but I wonder if it's just bugging out because, like, because I spawned in with this amount of health? I'm not sure. Hear him later. Nope, I do actually just have 2 health. It's like centered too. That's so weird. It's letting me pop this. Okay, so yeah, you can do that. Interesting. Ah. That's so weird that it centers it though. And on hard mode, I guess. Oh my god, yeah, this might not be a very long stream, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so tired. The cats were like all over me last night. Gabby woke me up when she came to bed at like 6 in the morning. I am in need of a nap. We'll do at least for an hour now. We'll probably go for another like half an hour-ish. We'll do this one, then probably one more. Not a super long stream, but that's okay. I just need to get more accustomed to working, or not working, I guess this is work, but like, I need to get more accustomed to like waking up earlier. The past few months I've been waking up at like 10 in the morning, like at the earliest. I really should be making myself get up a little earlier. Because I feel better, I feel more productive when I wake up earlier. Like, I think my ideal is wake up at like 8:30 or something. Go until about 2, 3 o'clock. Have like an hour and a half nap in the afternoon, and that's like a nice refresher for me to keep going like into the evening. And then go to bed around like 11 or midnight. It's like, that's my ideal. I'm gonna try and get that sleep schedule back, but I don't know. It's hard. I usually work like late evenings with my actual job. Oh my god, I cannot stop yawning, help. It's like there are definitely nights where I get home at like 11 o'clock or midnight, which is not great. But they changed up my schedule for some reason. I don't know why. I was like pretty much exclusively on closes. But they've changed my schedule around, and now I have like a bunch of opens, which is weird. Thankfully, it doesn't open too early. Like, I'm still starting at like 11 o'clock, but I'm still not looking forward to it because I have a feeling I'm going to be like this. I actually just can't stop yawning. Holy fuck. I'm losing my mind. Help. Body's hardwired to wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. regardless when I go to sleep. It has its advantages, but sometimes it can be miserable if I stay awake way past midnight. Yeah, I can see that being a bit of an issue. In terms of how it's like to actually work, how do opening shifts compare to closing ones? Again, I won't say exactly what I do for work because I live in a relatively small town and do a pretty specific job with a small workforce. So I don't want to accidentally dox myself. But it is like a booking-based thing. So the big thing that changes with opens compared to closes is opens you have guaranteed hours. You're guaranteed, because you start when the store opens and you end like before the store closes. The difference with that between that and closes is that closes, if we don't have if we don't have bookings past a certain hour, we usually get the all clear to close early. Which is why like a lot of our shifts are, technically the store could be open until like 1 in the morning, but 99% of the time it's not because people are usually in bed around midnight. So you never really know when you're going home. Again, usually on like weekdays, since it's like an entertainment thing, like people aren't going to be going out and doing stuff super late. So you usually get the all clear to close early. But on weekends especially, it sucks because that's again when people are out. Maybe people just got done going to the bar, just got done going to dinner, and they're looking for something to do. And since we do accept walk-ins, yeah, sometimes people will just like same day make a booking, for like 11 o'clock in the evening. It's like, well, that sucks. So evening shifts kind of suck. Evening shifts are just not fun in general, because again, you don't get guaranteed hours. Again, sometimes my shifts on like a Sunday, I'll start at like 5, and sometimes we get the all clear to go home at like 8 o'clock, and it's like, well, that was a 3-hour shift. Awesome. So opens are nice. They're just better. It's also usually like a lot less busy in the mornings, because again, since it's like an entertainment thing, you'll get some people, but usually people want to do stuff like towards the evening. Excuse me. So I don't know, I find aside from like waking up earlier, opens I find are more pleasant. Then you also have your evening to do stuff too, like when everyone else is around, your friends are around, whatnot. The only issue I can foresee with getting more opens is that I probably won't be able to see, I won't be able to see Gabby very much, even though we live together. That's just because Gabby Oh, gotcha. That's just because Gabby is working a lot of like shifts until midnight lately. And I'll probably be getting home by the time she's already at work most days, so probably won't have a ton of time to actually see each other except for like maybe like an hour or so in the evenings, like between like midnight and 1 in the morning, not even like an hour, but I don't know, that's gonna suck, but it's whatever. Again, it does mean that I'm getting more guaranteed hours, which is nice, so it means my paycheck will be a little bit bigger. Because I'll be honest, one of my coworkers who was initially hired just to be the like help on weekends, she's a really nice person. I don't hold this against her. Like, I understand she wants more hours, but she was initially just hired to be like to do work on the weekends and just kind of be help. She has now decided she wants to be like a full-time employee like the rest of us. And because of that, everyone else's hours are suffering because we don't need another full-time person. That's kind of annoying. Embrace hyper-reality. There's a cat hair in my mouth. I got Pop-Tart in my mouth. Okay, let's turn on hyper-realistic. There you go. Enjoy. Let's get over there. Oh boy, Mosins. How fun. How fun and awesome and cool, actually. I wonder if I can just like kind of bust in there. They're clearly fighting up top. If you had anything with pennies, I probably would be dead right now. Be a solo? No, this is another person with a rival of penny shot. Still up here? Oh boy. Okay. All right. Ooh. Goodness for compact ammo, am I right? Locked that off for me, which is kind of nice. Oh. I'm just not in the best of positions right now. Need to just sit here and wait for my regen shot to work. Take that. Okay, well, they rushed me. Fair enough. Were there multiple people around? There must have been. Yeah, they're still aiming around like there's more people. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I might just end it here. I'm so tired. I need to stop doing these 10 a.m. streams. I need to start doing them later in the day. Okay. Or in the evening. I'm sorry, I'm like falling asleep at my desk right now. I think I need to go and just lay down and take a nap a little bit more before work. So thank you to everyone for coming out today. Again, sorry it was a bit of a shorter stream, but I will be live tomorrow evening running some more Bolt Thrower Bomb Lance, so you can take a peek at that if you're interested. Yeah, you can also take a peek at all the things that are fun down in the description or in the widgets, depending on if you're on Twitch or YouTube. You can find the link to YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, OnlyFans, all sorts of fun little goodies there if you want to support me and see the other stuff that I do. So have fun with those if you're interested. But that's all I really got to say. Again, I will be live tomorrow evening. Leave like 6 p.m. PST, somewhere around there. I don't remember. It's in the community Discord though, so go check that out in the schedule. But that's all I really got to say. Love you all a ton. Again, sorry it's been a bit of a tired, sleepy stream, but I love you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow evening again for some more Bomb Lance.